Every morning at 7:03 a.m., James found a letter on his doorstep. No stamp, no envelope, just his name scrawled in familiar handwriting. The letters always said the same thing: "Do not go outside today." He thought it was a prank, until the day he ignored the warning. James Mercer wasn't the kind of guy who got rattled easily. He lived alone in a sleepy town with more dogs than people, spent his days coding back-end systems for banks, and preferred the company of books to people. Nothing weird ever happened to James until the letters started. The first one showed up on a Tuesday. It was raining, and he figured the wind had just blown some trash up to his porch. But when he picked it up, his name was written on it. Not typed, written, in his own handwriting. He unfolded the paper. "James, don't go outside today, trust me." No signature, no explanation, just those 9 words. James blinked at it. He checked the mailbox, the driveway, the security cam over his door. Nothing. No sign of anyone. He stayed inside that day, mostly because of the weather. It felt like a prank anyway. A weird one, sure, but not worth losing sleep over. But the next day, another letter. "Don't go outside today, something bad is coming." This time, the handwriting looked shakier, like it had been written in a rush. James began to feel the first nudge of unease in his gut. By day 5, he was rattled. "I know you're going to be tempted today, don't. I'm not crazy, you'll see, but only if you stay in." He sat at his kitchen table, the letter trembling in his hands. This wasn't some prankster kid. Whoever was leaving these notes knew things, knew him. His phone buzzed. A friend had invited him out for drinks. His instinct was to accept. He was overdue for fresh air and human contact. But the note, it felt urgent, personal. He stayed home again. By the second week, James started noticing patterns. Each time he obeyed the letters, something bad happened outside. A car crash right outside his block, a gas leak in his neighborhood. Once, a bizarre lightning strike that set a neighbor's shed on fire. He started cataloging the letters, taping them to his wall like puzzle pieces. The handwriting, his handwriting, began to deteriorate. More scribbled, desperate. "James, I'm you, from the future. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, stay in. Today is worse than yesterday." James stared at that one for a long time. The idea seemed insane, but something deep in his gut told him this wasn't a hoax. On day 17, there was no letter. He waited, checked the porch, the driveway, the mailbox. Nothing. His heart pounded. What did no letter mean? Was it safe to go outside now, or was this the worst day yet? At 10 a.m., curiosity got the better of him. He cracked open the front door. The street was quiet. Sunlight filtered through the trees. Nothing unusual. He stepped out, 1 foot, 2. Then, across the street, a man appeared, dressed like him, same jacket, same shoes, same scar above the right eyebrow. James froze. The man didn't speak. He just shook his head slowly, eyes wide with fear. James backed into the house and slammed the door shut. That night, a new letter appeared. This one was longer, written in all caps, jagged strokes. "You saw me. Good. Now listen. I've tried this dozens of times. Every time you die when you go out. Car accident, shooting, even a damn tree branch. You always die. I'm trying to break the loop." James stared at the letter, his hands shaking. A loop? Was he reliving the same stretch of time over and over, and only his future self remembered? How many times had he died? He didn't sleep that night. The next day, he woke up at 6:59 a.m. and waited. Sure enough, at exactly 7:03, the letter slid under the door like clockwork. You're close. Don't stop. Tomorrow, the loop resets completely. You have one shot to break it. That day passed without incident. So did the next. But on day 21, everything changed. The letter read, "Today is the day. Go outside just once, but walk north, toward the abandoned diner. At exactly 3:14 p.m., don't bring your phone. Don't talk to anyone. Trust me, we're almost out." James stared at the clock, 2:45 p.m. He had 29 minutes to decide whether or not to trust a future version of himself he'd never met, who told him never to leave the house until now. At 3:10, he stepped outside. The air felt electric, still, like the world was holding its breath. He walked north, past houses, mailboxes. A crow cawed once and flew off. At 3:14 exactly, he arrived at the abandoned diner. It was empty, shattered windows, weeds growing through cracks in the floor. And in the center of the room, a mirror, old, cracked, hanging from a rusty nail. James stepped toward it. In the reflection, he didn't see himself. He saw the man from across the street. Older, gaunt, tired. The reflection raised its hand. James mirrored it. The man spoke, though his lips didn't move. "This is the last loop. You finally made it." James stepped forward and everything went black. James woke up in his bed. No letter on the floor, no messages, no warnings, just silence. He opened the front door. The world felt different, lighter, free. The loop was over. But sometimes, just before sunrise, he swears he hears paper sliding under the door, and he never dares to check.